Hello, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for coming back to join me today. I just thought I'd come on and share with you a journal that I've been making off and on for a while, and I've actually finished it now. This one, as you may guess, is Winnie the Pooh. And for this one I've used the kits from my friend Liz, that's Mrs Cog and Mrs Cogs Crafts, and I will put a link to her Etsy store below. And Liz has also a while ago made some Winnie the Pooh journals, and hers were just absolutely gorgeous. Bit different from what I've been making just lately, and it's one of those journals that I've picked up and put down making it, but I've finished it and I just love it. It's lovely, I think, anyway. It is heavy, it's big, as in fat. There's got 4 signatures, so there are at least 180 pages in here, front and back. It's got tabs at the top, it's got tabs along the front. I hope you can see it all right. It's got it's a hardcover, hard spine that I've made myself, and the spine is about 2.5 inches, so it's quite chunky, and it measures about 5 3/4 by 8.5. But it's heavy. It is quite weighty. So I hope you're going to like it. I do. But then who doesn't like Winnie the Pooh, eh? Opening it up. So on the front, this is a postcard that I had, and I've just mounted that on some different card. This paler card actually has a little gold spot in it, and I just really liked it. Mother of pearl button. All these buttons are vintage, and I've put a plate there, and that actually it will come out, so you can put what you want on there, but I've just put journal on it, but whoever wants this can personalize it. So when I open it, I haven't put anything on the insides because it was just getting so big and chunky. I thought no, and I thought whoever has this may want to put something here, you know, a photo or a book plate or something to make it their own, so I left it. As I said, I've used the journal kit from Mrs Cog, her Winnie the Pooh, and some of her ephemera pieces as well. So this is a postcard that I had. And I've not put anything, bits and pieces on it, look. I've not put anything on the back because, again, I thought somebody could add, you know, writing on that or a photo or something. Winnie the Pooh by A. Milne with decorations by Ernest Shepherd. And I think Ernest Shepherd is the artist the illustrator that I remember. I've had that curled look, but it won't curl. So window envelope here, and that flips open, and then that flips out, and that's an old book page that I've got in there. So that's what you see through the window. And then there's a little card, and that's one of Mrs Cogs there. And there's just some little bits and pieces of paper on there that you can use if you want to. So that closes there. And then in here we've got a journaling card with some extra journaling space on. And again, this is one of Liz's cards, and that just tucks in there. And I'm just going to hold it down while I turn the page. So I have used some Winnie the Pooh book pages in here, and the 2 signatures actually have 2 full stories, short stories, Winnie the Pooh stories in them. So there's a bit of an introduction just there. Let's make sure that lays flat. Old book page. This is from a 1930s book, and it is quite delicate. It feels strong, but it looks a bit grubby in places, but I think it's just old. It was 1936, I think, but it wasn't an intact book when I got it, but I've used some of the illustrations as well. And I've also used the quotes that Liz has, that's Mrs Cog, has in her journal makers kit tutorial on, oh gosh, what do we call it when they put a tutorial on? As ever, when I'm doing a journal, my brain goes dead, but I'll put a link to it below. And again, that's from Liz. So this is an old book page. So it says, there's nothing like an old bear. A bit of lace there that I've made a pocket. And again, I've put some pages there. This is in which Eeyore loses a tail and Pooh finds one. So I couldn't bear to cover those up. So it's all about Eeyore losing his tail and finding one and getting it reattached. And then on the other side there, this is the continuation of Eeyore having his tail nailed on. I think Eeyore is my favourite character, and look at him, how happy he is when he's got his tail attached. So those little pages have the story of Eeyore and his tail. That just flips out. So it will lay flat, but as I say, it is rather chunky. I think I got a bit carried away making this one. An enchanted place. I've put some florals in as well, because it's all about Winnie the Pooh lives in a 100-acre wood, so lots of plants and things there. It just goes in there. Another quote about teddies. So Winnie the Pooh and some bees, and this is the story of Winnie the Pooh and the bees. And then in the middle of the journal, this is just a book. This was a really old book page, and a lot of the pages in this one had been scribbled on. So I've just cut that picture out and left it intact, so that can be used how you like. So Winnie the Pooh and the bees again, the story. Another journal card there. And this is from when I was 6. It's a poetry book as well. So there's Furry Bear in there as well. Furry Bear, Winnie the Pooh in there as well. Bears need people and people need bears. So on these pockets with these quotes, I've tried to pick an image that I think matches the quote, if that makes sense. This is a large, another again from a large book. So that flips out, and it's the one where Pooh's falling out of the tree. It just folds up. And then that flips out. I hope you can see all right. It's a sunny day today. Well, it's not sunny actually. It's a warm day today here in the UK, but it is quite cloudy. That's just an image there. That's when Pooh ate all the honey at Rabbit's house and got stuck in the rabbit hole. It says, bears are just about the only toy that can lose everything, just about everything, and still maintain their dignity and worth. I'm not sure he's maintained his dignity, but I just thought that little picture went with it. Again, this book page, it had a little tear at the top, so I've just put some tape over that. Here's the Winnie the Pooh and the bees story again. And then they just flip up, so you can write on the back of those or put photos on. And then second signature. And I've done a CD case there, and I've put Winnie the Pooh with his honey there. And the bees, when he was going to be a cloud. I don't know if any of you know any Winnie the Pooh stories or not. And then I had to just put a picture of Pooh there, and then there's also a little card tucked in there. So you see there's lots of space in here to write. Not much space to add to though, I don't think. There's Winnie the Pooh. So as I said, you can read the 2 stories of Winnie the Pooh in here. Not the only 2 stories, but 2 stories of Winnie the Pooh. And there's the tail one on Liz's papers. This pulls out, so it's just some papers there. And it just tucks into there on a lace band. And then that's again one of those postcards that I had. So Winnie the Pooh and the bees again, that story that you can read. An envelope there, and there's just a book page in there as well, a Winnie the Pooh page. A bear teaches us that if the heart is true, it doesn't matter much if an ear drops off. And that's a poem about Winnie the Pooh learning. I don't think he was the brightest bear, but he was cute. There's Piglet getting washed by Kanga. It just flips out there. Winnie the Bear and the Poohs. Winnie the Pooh and the bears. Bees. Winnie the Pooh and some bees. That's the rest of that story that's in the first 2 signatures. And again, these kit pages from Liz are they're really good. I've really enjoyed using it. But you can see how carried away I got. I mean, you can even write on these. So I just didn't leave a lot of space for adding to, did I? But it is laying flat, look. It is laying flat. These are just some Winnie the Pooh quotes. Look after your friends. Piglet took Pooh's arm in case Pooh was frightened. Is it one of the fiercer animals, he said, looking the other way. And there's lots of different quotes. Be prepared to make new friends. And that quote was about friends as well. I don't think I had a bear as a child. It's not something that I remember. So that's a flip. So that flips up, that pulls out, and then you can write on the back of it as well. And then that bit just sits over that lace again. And that's Winnie the Pooh again. And of course he got shot out of the sky when he was being a cloud. Little cards there, tucked in there. And again on that side. With a journaling card just there. Sorry if you can hear the vans going past, somebody's having a delivery. Teddy bears like to go on morning picnics in summertime so they can enjoy the sunshine before it's too hot for their furry selves. Winnie the Pooh and the bees. And that's the end of the Winnie the Pooh and the bees. And that's bump, bump, bump going down the stairs. And then he has the bath. And there's a little tuck spot there. And again, just some extra writing space on there. I didn't leave a lot of space for anything, did I? Second signature. So that's some paper on there. And then that flips out. I don't know if you can see it. Let me move it over. That flips out. There's just a little journaling card on there. And then the second story in these last two signatures is in which a house is built at Pooh Corner for Eeyore. And it had the poem, The More It Snows, Tiddly Pom. So I had to get that in. And then I found a picture in the old scribbled in book. Took that up there. And then the back of that as well has a journaling card. And again, I've left that story of Eeyore and his tail because I think that is my favourite. Surrounded by water, and that says, when everyone else has let you down, there's always Ted. And there he is, look, he's bailing out. They're in the umbrella. It's because they had a flood in the wood. And you could also write up here, couldn't you? So lots of writing space, but no sticking in space. And again, if you don't want these extra bits, they can always be cut off. And this, it is creased and screwed up because this is one of the book that was coloured in. But I had to use the images because they're plain poo sticks, look. So old books get worn, don't they? That flips out. There's Pooh stuck in Rabbit's hole. And again, those quotes. It was Winnie the Pooh book of quotes. There's the house that they built. Oh, look at the snow. And then again, in there, I put one of the images from the crayoned in book. And it's about the house again that they're building. So I think what they did was they wanted to build Eeyore a new house. And they found some sticks in the wood that they took away. But what they'd actually done was demolished Eeyore's house to build Eeyore a house. Is the Tiddly Pom song. And then again, one of the postcards. And then that flips up. And that pulls out. A little journaling card with Eeyore. Value friendship, and that flips open as well. There we go. Kangaroo and Baby Roo. There's another journaling card there. I think I knew that this was going to be a chock-a-block journal because what do you leave out? There's Winnie the Pooh. He's going to throw acorns over, not poo sticks. So I've just made sure there's plenty of space that you can write in. Sorry, it's wiggling all over the place. Again, another pocket. Bear grows more alive with age. No one with an ounce of sensitivity could ever consign a bear to the dustbin. And I don't think you could. And that's the Pooh's birthday, and they gave him a pencil case with his name on. And there he is carrying the pencil case. That one flips out. Again, the story about the house that they're building. Poor old Eeyore, look, he's got no house. Poor Eeyore. Again, there's one of those postcards in there. And then that's a window envelope that I've collaged round to make a pocket. Last signature. So here this flips out and that pulls out. Look at Eeyore, covered in snow. His house disappeared. Can't imagine where it went. Again, inside that envelope, there's an old book page from the poetry book, I think it is. Again, Winnie the Pooh. That's Christopher Robin. Bears being sent through the mail should never be squished up to make them fit. It gives them indigestion. And because they're eating all the honey, I thought they would get indigestion. Winnie the Pooh there. And again, that's a picture from the book. Winnie the Pooh and some bees. So I had a little book. So I just left that like that to open up. And then bees. And then that's the story about the bees as well, that little bit that I made a tag from. A bear remains a bear even when most of him has fallen off or worn away. And that pulls out, so you can write on that. And then here we've got, I put a tag about beekeeping because I thought Winnie the Pooh might need to know about that. And then there's another pocket there that has more of those quotes. I've put those in there. I hope you like it. I really am so pleased how it turned out. And it's quite difficult once you start a journal and then you put it away. I can't remember why I put it away. I think I just got a bit stuck with it. There's that one. Oh, I haven't backed that one, look. Leave that out, I'll back that. That goes in there. Once a bear has been loved by a human being, its expression is forever marked. And there, they love each other. And then there's the map of where he lives. Another card. There's always one card that I've forgotten to back. Strange, isn't it? One never quite gets over a lost bear, it says. That flips out as well. And there's Eeyore, they built him a house, but actually it was his old house that they demolished, taken away and rebuilt for him. And then on the last page, there's a flip. Again, Winnie the Pooh. And there he is, and it pulls out so you can write there as well. And again, I've not put any, and it says we say goodbye. I've not put anything, as I said, on the covers because it was just too big. So I'm going to go away and back this. And once this video goes live, the book will be in my Etsy store, so I'll put a link to that as well below. So I do hope you like it, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Take care all. Bye.